Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
Listener discretion is advised.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Loveline starts now.
Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191 is our phone number. And joining me again, I'm delighted and tickled to bring back none other than Tom Green.
I can't believe they let me back in the station.
After
last night's
I think there was an oversight.
display of
genius, but there was an oversight, and here you are, and so we'll have to make a go of it, I guess.
Obviously,
So
they weren't listening last night.
they weren't listening to the three headlines from last night, which, as I recall, included Swedish,
Swedish,
diddling.
Diddling, was that was your doing, right?
Jan boyfriend.
You guys bring up the diddling,
No,
right?
the callers,
I can't help but comment on it.
And
right?
then veins.
And vain dildos, yeah.
Well,
excuse me.
Veins.
Did I say that?
Yes,
We said it last night.
No,
all
you
night,
can.
You can still say it, yeah.
And veins.
Unacceptable.
Veins disgust you? Was that it?
Well, no, it was. I mean, I thought it was an important conversation. I don't know if I actually, to be honest, woke up, this morning.
If you dreamed all that.
Well, worrying that I, hadn't actually. Yeah, and but no. So I don't want to jump. I don't know if it would be a good idea to jump right back into the veins. For me, I'd feel a little nervous. I feel nervous about the veins.
It took us a while to
but
get
it is
into
true though when you think about it.
It's sort of the veins sort of take you out of the moment. I gotta admit.
Because the problem was last night. If you were listening last night. Or if you weren't listening last night, a young lady called in who was embarrassed that her boyfriend had caught her with a vibrator.
And he was angry when talked to her, remember?
Yeah, because he caught her with a vibrator.
Very appropriately asked if it had veins.
Yeah, if it was a veined sort of Nerf football-sized dildo,
And I believe you went on for another...
Yeah.
That's 85 minutes about veins.
Anyways, I'm so happy to be here again. Thanks for having me back.
And then we also shared moments about your near-death experiences down in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
I know. Moments.
No, it was fun. I'm doing good though. The ribs are doing. I broke a couple of ribs. Yeah. I was going to ask you maybe.
Went out fishing and had a little mishap.
Yeah. Got hit by a wave while fishing, and it was a very scary situation. Had to drive myself to the hospital.
Nice.
On a dirt road, 2 hours on a dirt road.
2 hours?
Yeah, it's in a very isolated part of the a where I am.
How did you? When you have rib fractures, it's hard to move.
On a very bumpy dirt road full of potholes. It was very scary, and a local, actual Costa Rican gentleman
drove you.
Came with me. Well, he started by driving me.
And you were screaming too much?
I was screaming because every time he hit a bump, it seemed like he liked to speed up when he hit the bumps. So then, after about 5 minutes, I said, or maybe 5 seconds, I said, could you sit in the passenger seat? And, he almost backed it through a fence, too, when he got in the car. So I just figured it was probably safer. But it was interesting. Scary, near-death experience, and I'm so happy to be here.
Now,
talking about vein dildos.
TomGreen.com.
Yeah.
Did you check the traffic out last night, and what did we get?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
I had so much great response on my website, actually on my television channel that I just started on TomGreen.com.
People were interested in what we've been talking about.
Yeah, people really. I got a lot of great response. It seems like we must have a very similar audience. My website and your show.
Really?
Just the only difference.
Mine right into your.
Mine is just much smaller, of course. But
of course.
Yeah.
And smarter. Yours is smarter. Let's be fair. All right, let's take some calls, shall we? 1-800-LOVE-191. This is Jessica. Jessica, you're on with Tom Green. Oh, it's a great way to start.
Oh yeah, Jessica's there.
I think there you go. Hi, Jessica. What's happening?
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't expect to be your first call.
Well, here you are.
Wow.
First time
Not used to getting lucky like that, are you?
No.
Well, wait to hear her call.
Yeah. What happened to her?
I just have to tell you both that I've been... Dr. Drew, I think you're so intelligent, and I always love listening to you. And Tom Green, I've been a very long time fan.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, Anderson, by the way, where were you with the Swedish drops tonight?
Yeah. I paid this woman, by the way, to call and say that.
I was hoping we can go in a new direction tonight. It's a new show.
But
I didn't want to do
we got
a 4-hour Swedish show.
We got to sort of pick up where we left off. Would you mind?
I don't miss it personally. Personally, I'm not missing it, but
I am. I just expected it.
Makes me blush. Swedish.
Yeah.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Swedish.
With
shame.
Swedish.
With shame.
Swedish.
This is the highlight of my comedy from last night. Me saying Swedish with a funny voice.
All right, Jessica, what's happening?
Unbelievable.
Okay, so...
Okay, so you got a rash or something? What's going on?
No.
A bad rash?
think, come on, knock on wood. Jeez.
No?
No rash. The thing is, this is probably, it's not a bogus call at all, I swear, but the thing is, it's kind of a silly question. Me and my boyfriend, we're very comfortable around each other. We were having sex the other night, and, I thought we were just going to do it doggy style. I was like,
Oh,
turn
God.
around. I was like, okay, whatever, so I just do it.
Oh, my God. This is going to be crazy.
No, it's not that crazy.
No. I can tell by the tone of your voice. It's going to be insane.
No, he's right in my butt cheeks, and he starts to try to lick my butthole. And I was like, no, And it's like, my question is that going to lead to weird things? I mean,
Lead to weird things.
I don't mind. I'm definitely up for new things. I'll try it, but I would have liked to be prepared for it, like maybe.
Yeah, a warning maybe.
That's
Yeah.
what
How
is
that
it
morning
gonna-
go beep beep.
A little, yeah, maybe you could have like an emergency sort of weather testing system or something like that. Like a broadcast tone that kicks in every time the tongue goes towards the, the private area we're discussing at this moment.
But,
What's it about your? You said there's an overlap between your web users and my listeners.
Oh no, I get a lot of ass lickers at my site
I'm
too.
just saying. I
get a
don't
lo-
normally get that many,
Yeah.
but now that you're on,
Yeah,
I'm
all
just
the ass lickers are flooding in.
saying, they follow you in. They followed you into the show.
Yeah.
So Jessica, what did you do and how did he react? And here we go.
Shocking story.
How did he react? Oh, I mean, we're totally comfortable with each other.
Yeah,
He
I
was
can
like-
tell.
Yeah.
I like that. Will that lead to weird things? I like that question.
Did you giggle about it after, or was there anger?
No, not at all. We're both.
Was there an argument, or was there sort of a embarrassed chuckling?
No, not at all. We're very comfortable people, real laid back. And I was like, no. He's like,
How long did he do it for?
He didn't do it. I said, no, come on.
Oh, okay. How do you know he was going to do it? Was there any contact between,
Well, he
The
started kissing,
tongue?
like, the thigh,
tongue.
and kind of working up to that area. And I was
Oh,
like,
he's working up to it, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just working up to that area, but wasn't actually going to
No,
get right on the area. Maybe it's just going to work around the area.
he said he was. And I was like,
Okay.
Oh, he said he was, huh?
Hey, Jessica, what is the question exactly?
You know him better than I do.
And the-
I think maybe he was just going towards the area, but was never actually going to actually follow through.
Just want to get a reaction out of
Yeah,
her?
yeah.
What is the question, Jessica?
What is the question? Wait, is that weird to lick someone's? Is that weird, Drew? Dr. Drew?
Is it weird?
Yeah.
what will it lead to? Is this like a...
Is it wrong? I guess is what I'm asking.
I don't. Words like wrong are problematic for me.
Is it legal? It's
unusual.
legal, right?
It's legal.
It is legal.
It's unusual.
In all states,
It's
is it legal?
as far as I know, it's
Unusual. Yeah, I'd say it would be unusual if he did it every single time.
No,
But maybe
I'm
just
just
once.
trying to think of a good
once
word,
in a while,
sort
a
of
little
like,
little lick here and there.
courageous. I think would
Yeah.
be a good word. It's a courageous move.
I think he was changing it up a little bit. I
yeah,
think he was doing
courageous.
it to change it up and surprise you.
It doesn't necessarily lead to anything.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay,
your question?
actually sounds
Does
like
it
a
signal
stupid
something?
if you don't like it, don't do it. If you do,
Yeah.
do it.
Right.
But
Is this? Are you asking? Is this some sort of slippery? If you will,
I
slope?
would go as far as saying that I like that your boyfriend did that to you.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm
All right.
proud of him.
Okay.
I think it's bold. It's cool.
I feel pride.
Courageous, right?
Yeah.
Everyone bold. We've all used very strong words to describe her, Jessica's boyfriend. Use pride, courageous, bold.
Should she tell him to stop? Or
If
something?
she doesn't, yeah, she's not into it. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't like it, I'll tell him to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of
Yeah.
worldwide transmission of
Yeah.
diseases, that's a very common way to get some pretty awful
Really?
things.
Ass
Ooh.
licking.
Well, no, what's called the oral fecal route.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it from the ass, or you
From
give
the
it to the ass.
feces. From the
But
yeah, you get it from the feces.
You get it from the ass,
Oral fecal.
as
yeah.
opposed to transmitting it into the ass.
Correct.
Okay.
correct, yeah.
Can you transmit it into the ass from the from?
No, herpes.
What
you
are we,
can- herpes,
what
you
are
can
we
do that.
talking about
Yeah,
here? My
we-
God,
I'm just
you
answering
sucked
the
me into
questions.
this world of talking about.
I'm just answering the questions. Natalie, what's up?
I just forgot we were on the radio for a second there. That's how comfortable I am here talking about this stuff.
I have a question for Tom.
Yes.
First of all, hi, Dr. Drew. I think
Natalie.
you're very, very smart. I learn a lot from you.
And before you ask your question, I'd like to apologize just for what we were, I know
For
we
the
have a
whole
lady
oral
on the
fecal
phone here, and I
thing?
probably shouldn't be discussing this ass-licking sort of behavior that our last caller was going to discuss.
Okay.
apologize. Sorry.
My question is, I've seen you do the Tom Green show, and sometimes you confront people with situations, and that's where the comedy comes from.
Yes.
I want to know how you keep a straight face, because I could not do it. And I want to know, is it some natural ability you have, or is it like something
Actually,
that you learned?
Tom, may I reveal a secret?
Absolutely, yeah.
I shoot him up with some Dilaudid before he goes out. I just
Some
slam
what?
it. Some Dilaudid.
Dilaudid.
We just slam it up.
Yeah.
We give him about 8 milligrams of Dilaudid, and he goes in for action.
I'm medicated, is what the answer is.
He's narcotized.
Yeah.
We call it narcotized. So he doesn't feel anything. He doesn't know anything. He just goes in. He's flat. And
half of the comedy bits you've seen me do, I was actually in a sort of a coma essentially while I was performing them.
yeah. See, Kim.
Hi. I have a question about my mom. I think she's addicted to gambling.
What's happening?
Well, I'm 17, and she goes like 3 times a week. There's like an Indian casino like near where I live.
Uh-oh. What game does she play?
I think she plays slots.
Yeah. She do that video poker?
I'm not sure what she
Turns
plays.
out that's one of the most commonly addictive games out there right now is video poker.
Yeah.
Nobody ever wins at that, but people get into this sort of zone. And I went out to University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I filmed a piece for Discovery Health Channel. We interviewed the research. They have a research lab there where they've recreated a casino, and they study what happens to people when they start gambling. And he was saying, the researcher there was saying that he has seen people get so zoned out gambling, particularly those video poker machines, that they go out and they put on diapers before they go out.
Right. Start licking each other's asses, I bet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What do you think I meant?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I thought I'd throw that in there as a possibility.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I was right then.
So, yeah. Kim.
Hi.
So it's pretty serious. Is she having other consequences? Is she, like, losing your
Does she
house?
come home in a diaper from the Indian casino?
No, but
Does your mom wear diapers
Not
when
that
she
I
goes
know
to the
of.
Indian casino?
Not that I know of.
No?
No, but
So,
the
is she
thing
drinking?
Have you checked?
No,
No.
I
Okay.
haven't.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should
I
consider
should.
doing that for your mother next time she goes to the Indian casino.
Yeah,
Offer
so come
her
home.
check
I'll
if,
be
check if
Mom,
she's wearing a
Mom,
diaper.
I need to see if you're wearing a diaper.
Yeah. You know, it happens.
But the thing is, though, is that she goes. I'm 17, and I have 3 little brothers and sisters, and
Yeah.
she goes like 3 times a week.
That means that this 17-year-old girl that we're talking to here is probably going to turn into a gambler as well, right?
There is that possibility always.
Yeah.
There are some genetic elements to this. It's like every other addiction. There's sort of a quality to it that predisposes to this progressive preoccupation. She doesn't sound like, Kim does not strike me as though she got the gene. Is your mom an alcoholic too?
No, she's not.
Just the gambling.
And a diaper wearer.
And Debbie, has there been any serious financial consequences from her behavior?
Not that I know of, but I don't get involved in like my mom's finances. But
Where's your dad?
what was that?
Where's your dad?
Well, she goes all the time with my stepdad. My dad's not really in the picture.
Are you worried about this?
I am because like she's always
Is she winning money?
not very often.
No. That'd be cool if she won, though, right? Maybe she'll win next time, and then it won't be a problem.
Well, that's what she always says, and she's always saying, "Well, I'll pay you for babysitting. I'll pay you." But then she comes back and she's like, "Well, I'll pay you next time when I win."
Well, she could win.
Oh, boy.
She could win.
Well, in a way, you're enabling her by doing the babysitting, aren't you?
Stop babysitting for her.
You got to say, no, I can't do this.
Well, I've tried that, and she blows up on me.
Too bad.
And she,
Too bad. She's like
and
every other
I feel,
addict.
I feel guilty because
Kim, she's an addict. It's not your fault that
This
she's an
means
addict.
Kim could essentially get away with anything until she stops gambling, right? Like she could say, well, you know, I do my homework, and I would do the dishes, but you know, you're coming home every night in a diaper, you know. So until you stop doing that, I don't have to do anything, right?
That's one tax you can
Man,
take.
I wish my parents gambled.
That was the Tom Green approach.
Wish my parents had gambled. That would have been amazing.
But Kim, I worry about your siblings. Have you talked to the stepdad?
well, he goes all the time with my mom too, and that's the thing. And like I've tried to talk to my mom about it, and I'm like, Mom, you promised me that you'd do this for me, and she's like, well, I'm going out tonight, maybe next week. And like she'll never get to it, and she borrows money from me to go. And she's always saying she'll pay it back, and I don't ever
Kim,
see
this
the
is
money.
really bad for you. To have to put up with a scary, addicted parent. Secondly, to have been parentalized like this, where you're now the mom, not only taking care of the siblings, but also financially taking care of your mom and her habit, and then enabling the habit by covering all this. You've got to put a stop to this. You need some help. You need some other family members to come in and support you. Some way that you can sort of
Call the police.
Yeah, well, just
Call the police next time.
It's,
to the
I
house.
know it's a hard situation, but you've got to find some support and some help to put an end to this. This is a bad situation for you.
Well,
And God knows, what are you going to do? You're going to have to take over the family and not go to college because
well,
your
I'm
mom...
going to college. I'm moving away to college next year, so it'll end after that.
But my concern is you're going to start feeling guilty about the siblings and you're not going to leave.
I think I just solved the problem.
I do, and she makes me feel guilty about it.
I think I just solved the problem for this girl.
All right.
Well, you did.
All right.
But I just thought of
Okay.
a way of doing it.
Okay.
Download the copy of this streaming audio of you, Drew,
Yes,
talking
yes.
to this girl, Kim,
Yeah.
and give it to your mom of this conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of here, Dr. Drew, responsible
Saying
doctor.
mom needs to go to GA. Stepdad needs to not enable and support. Maybe go to GA with her. I do believe there was other drugs or alcohol involved in this behavior.
My
and
God, that
needs
would
to
be like
managed as
just
well.
a complete flooring moment for her.
Let's make it complete. Kim's mom.
Yeah.
You're killing your daughter. You're killing yourself. You're behaving like a 3-year-old. You're severely addicted to gambling. And I don't know what else because you're hiding it from Kim.
Diapers.
Be a mom.
Okay.
Let's go. Go to 12-step. Let's get going here. Here is Veronica.
That would be a pretty heavy piece of artillery, though, in
Good.
your arsenal.
And by the way,
as a teenager,
Anybody
if you could
else's
go to your
mom, too,
yeah.
not just Kim. You
Yeah.
can also use that tape.
In fact, call up here tonight and bag on your mom if you have any issues with
And
her.
I'll
take the tape.
I'll lay it out.
And yeah.
Veronica,
yeah, hi.
what's happening?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Here we go.
Hi there. Hi.
Swedish.
Hello?
Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello?
Hi. 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 Sorry, I'm just
Hello?
goofing around. Yeah, no, we're on. I was just
Okay.
making weird sounds to see what you would do if you'd eventually do something.
Yeah, well, I have a comment first.
Yeah.
Since I was, like, really young, I've been in love with you, Tom Green.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll stop
You're
making
really
sounds
awesome,
over you then.
and- yeah, I love you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but my question is my
Thank you.
boyfriend, he comes really soon.
Oh my God, what a segue!
How fast?
Well, no, like
Calling to tell you I love you, but let me first discuss how my boyfriend comes too soon.
Well, hold on. If we go out in public places where there's like a chance on getting caught, he'll last forever. But if it's just at home and a regular thing, then
Wait, back up a second
When he's
here.
nervous, he goes on forever. When the police are,
So what, like a Walmart parking lot or something?
The Bobby's out there with a billy club, spinning it around.
Where does this occur? You know, at the airport?
No, we've done it on a plane before on a trip to go see his grandma.
Crazy.
But parking lots, parks, mall, bathrooms, anywhere.
My God.
But I was wondering if
It's got a wild one here.
they say that some people
Of America
actually
these days.
work.
No.
Is my question. No. Okay, because I didn't want to go waste money.
If he has a problem sustaining erection, it would be things that, sustain erection. Medication, Viagra, that sort of thing.
I would suggest the vein dildo that we had last night in the equation too.
Is there anything that might?
And there
make
will
it
be
so that
there
we
will
can
be
stay
medication. There will be also medication coming out soon that will prolong the time before ejaculation. How long does it take him, such as it is?
home? Well, if we're at home, it's like 3 minutes and he's done. But if we're out, it will be like an hour.
Like at the mall or whatever. How long would it take at the mall? Like if you were in, say, like a Gap. If you were at the Gap.
Like an hour or so, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I don't understand.
Where do you find a place at the Gap to go on for 2
I
hours?
don't know, like,
Nobody finds you.
The change room or something.
Well, not like
the
the
air
Gap, but
ducts
if you're
that
at,
crawl
I
into
mean,
up above
you know,
the ceiling fan.
Crawl spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The janitorial closet at the Gap. He'll go on for hours.
My only thing is you can go for like ever if we're in a spot where there's a chance I get shot. Is there any? Do you think he might have like a mental problem?
No, I don't think
it's
he has a mental problem. No.
I think you guys kind of need to work things out a little bit, though. How long do you need him to go?
Huh?
How long do you need him to go?
At least
3 minutes ain't enough for you?
What do you need?
At least 45 minutes would probably be good.
45,
That's
huh?
ridiculous.
My gosh.
You're going to have a hard time finding that guy.
My God.
Okay?
Well, I mean, you know.
That's unusual.
Is that really unusual?
That's unusual.
Is it really?
It's out there, but it's unusual.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, good luck. Wow. Rose, what's happening?
Oh, yeah.
I've gone 45 minutes in my, I mean, not to get personal, but, you know, I've gone 45 minutes once or twice.
Yeah, a lot of guys have to have personal bests and stuff.
I just figure, hey, I'm on the radio here.
You might as well.
We're in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you might as well
There's
go out about
probably
it.
a lot of, you know, attractive women listening to the
I see,
radio
you're
show
just
right
putting it
now.
out there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I've gone 45 minutes a few times. I know it's
A few
abnormal.
times.
Yeah, well, you know, I know it's abnormal, but anyways, caller.
But it matches the abnormal size, so you know, between this abnormal duration, abnormal size,
No, I don't want to. I'm making up for. I'm compensating with that actually.
yeah, sure.
Thinking about baseball to compensate for my deficiencies in other areas. Yeah.
Rose,
Yeah?
what's happening?
Oh, I was just, you know, because I was thinking that I might be bi or something. I was wondering how I could find out if I am.
You'll make out with a chick, I guess, right? And see how it works out for you?
I'm confused by your question. I don't know what to make of it. What do you mean? How do I find out if I am? Is it some sort of blood test?
What? No, I mean, like, sometimes, like, I find myself where I, like, look at girls more than I look at guys.
Yes, that's considered pretty much.
And you're a girl or a guy?
I'm a girl.
You're a girl, okay. Well, then that would
pretty
make
much,
you bi then, for
that's
sure.
pretty much what all women do. And as you get older, you'll sort of clarify. You don't worry. Just things will become clear for you with time.
How old is she now?
16. Have you ever any trauma in your life? Any sexual abuse or anything like that?
No.
All right,
16
just
years
relax.
old, huh?
Just take it easy.
Yeah.
You will always find women attractive, but that doesn't mean that you're lesbian.
Was that pretty exciting for you when you saw Britney Spears and Madonna kiss at the MTV Awards a few years back? Did you like flip out? You think that was a moment that maybe
she missed it? She didn't watch it.
I
you
didn't
think
watch
that could have influenced a young girl like this into maybe thinking that it's cool, you know, to like
Yeah.
But I didn't watch
kiss
that.
Madonna or something like that?
I
Maybe.
don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch it, huh?
Why are you so anxious? What are you worried about, Rose?
What? I'm not anxious.
We just got to worry. Am I this? Am I that? What am I? What I want to test? I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
All right, just relax. It's all good. You're fine. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. Let's take a break, shall we?
Yeah.
Want to make any more weird sounds before I go to break?
I don't know if I got. Maybe I should
Get
go.
me inspired.
Need to go get a. No, I don't know if it's appropriate. You know. I mean, we're in Los Angeles right now on the radio.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if I
no.
should gargle at this moment.
No. We are in Los Angeles, but people are hearing you all.
No,
over
I know, and around the world, yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if I should just go out with a gargle. You know, I mean,
Well, okay.
Swedish.
Jerry, you must describe his face to us.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It looks like many a cadaver I have known.
No, please, can we?
Phone number,
We should throw to a commercial.
1-800 LOVE 191. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Tom Green is the guest. TomGreen.com is where you want to check him out.
Yeah, check out
This is
check out
Loveline.
the channel.
And we'll be right
I
back.
launched a television channel this week.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tom Green in here.
So awesome being here again.
And we have some questions for Tom. Evan.
Hey, what's happening, Tom?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. This is probably the best night I've had in a long time. I'm talking to my idol here. You're amazing, an amazing guy.
Very, very kind. You're very kind, sir.
Actually, I don't know, to get
Now
the
let's
guy
get on to
on
the
God,
ass talk. Let's get on to the talk of the rash on your ass.
No, I was actually wondering about
Gonorrhea.
crimes, man.
What's that?
What happened to the OR?
Oh, are you calling from Canada?
No, I'm not calling from Canada. I'm in California, but I've
okay.
been listening to your stuff for a long time.
I was in a rap group when I was a teenager in Canada, and it was called Organized Rhyme, and I didn't realize that anyone had heard that in the United States.
Is that where the Bum Bum song came from?
It was kind of a silly sort of goofy rap group that we did. Yeah, it was fun, and I actually just put out a record this year up in Canada with some friends. We just did a tour. It was a good time. Yeah.
And I was sort of haunted by thoughts during the night about the Bum Bum song. I've not seen it. And you said you put your ass against the Swedish sign?
Yeah, the Swedish song. Well, it was a silly song. It was just a silly song, and
It
it was
sounds-
about putting your bum on all sorts of ridiculous things.
Including the smorgasbord? What was the sign?
It was
Swedish-
just said Swedish.
massage, maybe?
It just said Swedish, and we found that interesting because in Seattle there's a hospital called the Swedish Hospital, but it doesn't say Swedish Hospital. It just says Swedish, really big. And how often do you see a sign that says Swedish? Swedish. Swedish. And you drive by and you'd say to yourself, wow, there's a sign, a giant sign that says Swedish. Swedish.
Now-
So we had to write that into the song. Swedish. 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 Yeah, so
complete now.
That's my
complete.
that's my
I like
Swedish
that.
from last night.
You see, I was haunted by. I was sort of filling in the gaps like a paranoid individual. You know, what was he talking?
No,
about?
no, no. It was
a
just
madman. I
no.
thought, wiping his ass on the.
There was
Swedish
no
sign.
rhyme or reason to it.
But the giant Swedish sign in front of a hospital. Now
Swedish. No, Swedish. Yeah, I just felt like putting my bum on the Swedish.
Amanda,
Hi.
what's happening?
I have a question for Tom Green.
Okay.
Hello there, Amanda.
Hi.
Hi.
Out of everything you've ever done, like movies, songs, whatever, what was your most favorite and most fun project to do? And then which one did you least like?
Boy, I always try to have fun. It's certainly it was very fun in the early years starting my television show on public access because I had sort of, it hadn't really gotten too serious
That was
yet.
in Canada.
In Canada, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
You could do whatever you
I
wanted.
loved doing the show on MTV. That was a great time, and I'm really excited about what I'm doing right now too, which is this new, internet thing with the speed of video that's speeding up and the ability to kind of do some of this stuff with no creative sort of, checks and balances.
Yeah. And you're going to have other people upload their own fun stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's very very exciting time too. So it's just kind of fun to keeping yourself interested. So yeah,
Lauren.
Hello, guys. Love you
What's
both.
happening? Thank you.
hello there, Lauren.
I even had a question. I've been dating this guy for about 4 months,
Oh
and
boy.
he was previously married,
Yeah.
and he will not tell his ex-wife that we're dating because he doesn't want to hurt her feelings.
How old is he?
He's 37.
How do you know he's no longer married?
Well, because I know.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Well, let me just say, I've heard this story many times where it's turned out the guy wasn't divorced.
Well, because I stay at his house like every night.
Okay. Is his wife there with you guys?
Fortunately,
Making breakfast and stuff? Because that would be a tip, that he may still be married.
Yeah,
Is
if she made breakfast, I can't really cook, but
Is it possible they're
No.
separated? Is it possible they're separated and
no,
not divorced?
No. Absolutely no possible way they're still married.
Why do you care?
Good question.
Because I think that to me it seems like he doesn't want to tell her because he doesn't want to hurt her feelings because he still cares, and that will mean it's really over if he actually tells her because she'll move on.
Sorry, me and Dr. Drew were just watching the television. Actually, there's a gangland style beating going on the LA news right now.
I think it's a commercial.
My gosh,
I think it's a prison thing or something.
No, I think that's just the birth of Tom Cruise's baby happening right there. They're covering it.
The guy just gets up and walks away. Beep, beep,
My
beep,
gosh,
beep.
boy. Okay, sorry. Now, what were you saying? We were watching TV.
Hey,
Sorry.
There's way more important things going on. It's okay.
Yeah. What? Do you have a rash somewhere? No. What is it?
No,
Listen.
no rashes.
All right, I think. Listen,
joking.
I'm joking. How long ago did they get divorced, supposedly?
No.
How long ago did they get divorced, supposedly?
4 years.
There's the beating.
Oh, you're watching it too. Anderson's watching
Yeah,
it
that
too.
was the Vegas.
Sorry, we're all
What
watching
was
some
that?
sort of a
What was that?
What was going on the
What channel are you
television?
watching? I got to go home and
It's
watch
like a
it.
bellhop in Vegas that they beat the hell out of.
A bellhop in Vegas
And
is
they're
getting the
teenagers, yeah.
living daylights
Is
beaten
this
out
the
of
same
him.
guy?
This is different.
What is this?
Let's stop
Beating,
watching
the beating channel? Are we watching the 24-hour beating channel? There's another
fighting channel.
But those are
Channel
all
9
chicks
in
beating
Los
one guy,
Angeles,
enough of that.
KCAL. If you have access to it, go tune in. There's beatings going on.
Oh my God.
All beatings all the
Why
time.
didn't you guys watch TV and did this at the same
Well, we
time?
didn't, but somebody
No,
said
you
something
know,
caught our eye.
My God.
All right, Lauren, here's the deal.
24-hour beating network.
He is, I don't know what the nature of that relationship is, but I would be suspicious just like you. He needs to set clearer boundaries with her, not be responsible for her feelings. He must have skipped out on her and hurt her very badly. He still feels responsible for her feelings. He needs to disentangle himself in that relationship. I would be freaked out, too, if I were you. Jessica, what's happening?
Hi. I'm calling. I don't know how to explain it, but
me and my girlfriend, when we, do it, or however you put it, she gets off quicker than I do, and then I'm left there, hanging. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what.
And would you ever have orgasms?
Well, I do, but normally I have to do it myself. I always get her off sooner than, she can get me off.
And she's just not interested in paying attention to you?
Well, I don't know. Like, I've asked her, and, she won't tell me anything.
Wait, what does that mean? People are confused. Tom, when you come on the show, people confuse me. Is it you or is it them?
What's your name?
Are they Swedish?
What's that, Jessica?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I understand now. Okay, I was getting confused there.
Is it that...
Give me
Jessica, you don't reach climax. Why don't you say to your girlfriend, hey, what's going on? What about me?
Well, when I try to, she either she goes to sleep or she goes and sits on the couch.
Maybe you just gotta, you gotta go first. That's the way you gotta do it. That's what I would do if I were, in a lesbian relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
No, if I was.
Right. When
I am.
When you have been.
Yes. Or when I am.
Yeah.
Eventually in a lesbian relationship.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I plan on doing that someday in my life.
Do you know that's why most male to female transsexuals become females?
Male to... Well, I need a calculator, I think.
Male warps your head.
Male to female...
Schwanz comes off.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Vagina formed.
Uh-huh. How do they form it? Out of putty?
Book, please. Book.
What do you mean? You showed me the book the last time, the time before last time I was here.
Do you want to see it again?
I don't know. I'm going to get my camera out from my internet thing. All right. I'm going to videotape it, and you can see what I'm seeing on my website on tomgreen.com later on tonight or tomorrow. Wait, let me turn the camera.
Explain this. Schwanz comes off.
This is awesome visual stuff here.
The Schwanz comes off, the vagina is formed, right?
Yep.
And then the she-males have lesbian relationships with women.
Okay.
You get that, Tom?
So wait, the she-males have lesbian relationships with women, yeah.
You can't have a lesbian relationship unless you have a female genitalia.
Oh, so you actually could then construct, if I wanted to personally have a, no, I'm not saying I'm going to.
Thus, we have this book.
If I wanted to personally have a lesbian relationship, I actually could do that.
But you
oh
have
my
to construct
gosh,
the vagina.
okay, well here's a book. Can I see the cover of the book again for the camera?
Of course, yeah.
For the video?
Read
Reconstruction
that.
and Plastic Surgery of the External Genitalia.
Okay.
Who wrote that?
It's Dr. Alter. Ehrlich and Alter.
Ehrlich and Alter, wow.
So we have to find the part. Well, let's go and...
We're here on Loveline right now. I'm hanging out with Dr. Drew, and we're checking out a book on...
Okay, let's take some calls. And while we are talking, I'll look for the appropriate
take
page.
some calls.
Tim, what's happening?
I'm videotaping for my website.
Tim, what's up?
Yeah, my channel.
Hi. When I was a year old, my mom got divorced with my dad because she was a drug addict and a stripper, and she just left me when I was on my first birthday party because of her drugs were so bad, and a couple times she had to go to a mental institution. Happy birthday, you're not special. And I can't think of how to get rid of her in my mind. It's ruining my relationship with my mom and stepmom, or my stepmom and my dad.
So you've been traumatized by, the fact that she left and she was an addict and chaotic when she was around, right? Have you thought about seeing a professional about that?
I saw what's it called?
Therapist?
Like a
psychologist?
A psychologist a couple times. And it didn't really work out well.
Well, a couple times will do exactly nothing, Tim. You had a very heavy situation with the mom, and it takes a long, long time walking with a therapist to sort of get through some of that. Okay. You have to really form a very tight relationship with that person and experience yourself in that relationship for a good period of time to get through this. So let's do that, okay?
Okay.
It's going to affect how you feel about women. It's going to affect your ability to be close to other people. Let's get it going. Heather, what's happening?
No, please. Hold on.
No?
Hi.
What?
Yeah,
hey.
Dude, Tom Green, you're awesome. Seriously.
Oh. Well, thanks for calling. We're looking at a book of reconstructed genitalia right now. Nice to meet you.
You're my favoriteest person ever.
Oh, thanks. Well, you're now my favoritist.
Awesome, dude.
Cool, man. Yeah, so anything you want us to read out of the Reconstruction of Genitalia book to you?
But
on the radio?
You have to put your bong down first, Heather, before I read anything.
Dude,
Oh, really?
read me a passage. That's cool.
Listen, you can't pick up on that pot labs.
What?
Really, huh?
Huh?
Are you a big marijuana smoker?
Yeah.
You lose your laugh.
Oh, yeah, it's like a female Beavis.
Yes.
Almost. You know? You're like a female Beavis. A female Beavis.
So what's up, Heather?
Yeah.
You're high right now, aren't you?
What?
You're high right now.
No, not yet, dude. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. Not yet. Okay.
Wow.
No.
When do you plan on it happening?
No, like, well, I just, I do have a question because, dude, I totally forgot. Yeah.
That happens when you smoke a lot of marijuana,
All right,
I
Heather,
hear.
hold on. Heather, hang on. Just cool out there for a second. See if you can just not reach for the bong. We're going to take a little break.
Yeah.
Just 3 or 4 minutes here, and we will get right back to you, okay? Tom Green's in the studio. TomGreen.com is the new network he has launched.
Yep.
You can see the conversation we just had, live and in color, and I'm going to find the chapter that gives you the
I think I got plenty of video. I don't even know if I can put that on the internet.
Here we go. Construction of a natural vagina using rectal sigmoid transplantation.
Putting some really shocking video. I'm sure if you listen, you've heard you've pulled this book out many times before on the show.
But
I'm sure, right?
never such that it ends up on the web.
Yeah, Dr. Drew pulls this book out on the show all the time for his guests, but no one ever gets to see it now. You can see it at
copyright issues,
right
feminizing, genitoplasty, and vaginoplasty. I bet that's somewhat what I do here.
Yeah, there's no copyright issues on the internet.
What's been going on right now?
Yeah, well, don't worry. They can just go on TomGreen.com and they'll get to see it.
I'm only a little high and I have no idea.
All sorts of vaginas and penises here that you can enjoy at TomGreen.com.
Phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Give us a call. We'll be right back. Tom Green, TomGreen.com, 1-800-LOVE-191. You can check out Tom on The Tonight Show Thursday night, where he will once again regale you with stories of near death.
Yes. I've got a lot to say. I'm very excited about it. I always love going on The Tonight Show. They've been great to me over there.
I believe he will show some footage from tonight's show. I mean, particularly the genital reconstructions. He is into that.
Yes.
And so he'll probably air that in that show. And again, to reiterate, I've dealt with a number of these patients out there in the world, and a lot of the male to female transsexuals do so to continue relationships with women, but lesbian women, because the only way you can be with a lesbian is if you have female genitalia.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Or unless you get really lucky.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Here's Hesher Heather once again. So what's up, Heather?
What's up? Hey, dude. Yeah,
What?
Again, dude, Tom.
Is this Beavis again?
Awesome. What?
Beavis-et? Butthead-et?
Yeah, dude. Dude, if I died tonight, dude, I'm going to die like a happy woman because I could talk to you. Seriously.
Trust me, she will have a few long hits before she goes down.
Yeah, I had a question, like, I've been doing pot since I was like 12, and I did, hello?
No kidding.
Yeah, and I did shrooms, like, in February, and,
What happened in February?
She did shrooms.
Oh, boy.
Magic mushrooms.
yeah,
All right, dude, what's happening?
and, like, ever since then, like, because I did research on it before I did it, too, and, like, I know, like, you have to be in a good mood doing them and everything, and, like, there's like, because you'll get
You
really,
have a mouthful of mushrooms right now, or?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, anyway.
What's your question?
But, even now I'm sober or whatever, and I haven't done shrooms since, like, February, but I still see, like, things, like, pop out sometimes, and, like, I don't know, is that gonna, like, is that permanent, or?
Do you ever done acid?
No, not yet.
No, please don't do that. These things damage brain. That's why you continue to have these visual disturbances, because the brain has been changed. And I know every 17-year-old thinks, well, I'm not going to be a physicist, so what do I need my brain for? Your brain is you. Everything you feel, everything you think is dependent on the proper functioning of that organ. The whole point of development and getting out into the world is raising a healthy brain. You are hurting it. Now, pot, in your case, you're also a marijuana addict. So just don't do the hallucinogenics. They really are.
I've never done any drugs in my life. I've never done any mushroom in my life. This is a thing about me. I've never done a mushroom.
You said you've done lots of them.
I've never done a mushroom. I've never tried one. I've thought about it. But I've never. I actually tried to try one once when I went to Japan. I heard they were legal over there, so I figured, well, it's a loophole.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't be too bad, but I couldn't find any. Never did it. Never did the cocaine. Never tried it.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that.
Never done the cocaine. Never done heroin.
No, I haven't done that.
Crack cocaine. You try that?
No, no, no.
No, me neither.
But methadone, you're in. And
No,
None of
we
it.
talked
I've
about
tried
that.
none of it. I'm actually just amazed to hear, you
pansy.
Yeah, no, never done any of it.
Here's the Heather. For some people, marijuana is highly addictive. You are one of those people.
Yep.
It is
Yeah,
going
well,
to.
Adam's kind of in our family.
I'm sure it's a genetic disorder, so you don't spontaneously become an addict. You sort of have that predisposition, and then other environmental issues come in that sort of bring that to bear and sort of express it, and you get exposed to the right drug at the right time. Marijuana is your drug. It's eventually going to stop working. That's the natural history of marijuana addiction. You start getting panic and anxiety.
Because sometimes I have to, smoke more for it to, last.
Right. And you're in that stage when you'll start smoking more, and that will actually accelerate your decline into the depressions and anxiety that eventually will occur. So within the next year or so, you're going to start having some unpleasant symptoms. That point is the... What?
It's helped me with things, because, I also have, really bad insomnia.
Heather, at that point, just listen to me. You will begin feeling compulsed or sort of inclined to head to another drug. I would encourage you strongly to get treatment at that point, because it's not going to go well.
I have a question for you then about mushrooms then.
Yes.
So is that what is the negative side effect to doing mushrooms?
It's hallucinogenic, and all drugs that cause hallucination as their primary effect seem to be basically neurotoxic. And so, although the reality is, I got to tell you, I haven't seen a lot of neurotoxic effects from mushroom. We're expecting to see them. Seen a lot from acid. I've seen
What do you
a
mean?
lot
So
from ecstasy.
it may be a semi-safe thing to try.
I think it's that people never
Not
do
endorsing it, but I mean I've never tried them, and I hear they're quite fun.
I'm trying to become rigorously honest about what I see, and I don't think people do enough mushrooms to get the brain damage from it.
Really?
So if you do it once or twice in the doses that people typically do it, it looks as though this isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Though I wouldn't mess with it. It's too scary, the stuff I keep seeing and mess people up.
Probably be funny to do a radio show if we both popped some mushrooms, though. Me and you would do a show one time on mushrooms.
Oh my. That'd be responsible.
Maybe we should get loaded on mushrooms and do my web show or something like that. We could probably get away with that.
Jonathan.
Hey, what's going on, Tom and Drew?
Hey.
What's up to my beach buddies? Anyways, I had a question for you. When I have intercourse with my girlfriend, after some time, not all the time, but every now and then, I get a tear on my penis.
Tear?
Because I'm not circumcised.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen all the time. It just happens when we have, rough sex. But other than that, it usually heals up within a day or two, but it keeps opening, and it's not extremely painful, but it just happens.
That is one of the more common kinds of phenomenon that lead guys to get circumcisions. Because what will happen is that when you get those cuts, then when it heals, it'll scar, and that narrows the opening a little more, so when the head of the penis comes through, it tears again.
Right.
And that narrows more, and tears, it narrows, and tears.
My God.
And so, John,
May I please excuse myself just for a second?
Go.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, you're right now.
No, I was going to faint.
I'm going to show you some... Oh, look at this. Look, they're making... Look what they're making...
All this talk of circumcised tears and tearing of penises was just making me, and now you're opening the book. I feel like I'm going to fall off my chair.
I was going to show you circumcision, but instead I found testicular prostheses.
Yeah, oh yeah, I could get one of those. I don't. No.
So you're absent. You have an absent sac, empty sac on that side.
Yeah, thanks for bringing
they
it
took
up.
Your testy and
yeah.
That's it.
Thanks for telling everyone in the world.
Did they offer you a prosthesis?
They offered me one. I didn't feel like I was thinking for a practical joke of getting 4. And then play which one is the real one, with all of my girlfriends, Go
out and...
there's 5 of them in there. One of them's real.
Times Square, do a little shell game with them?
Yeah, a shell game. A shell game with my sack. Can you say that? No.
Yeah.
You can say a shell game with my sack?
Yeah. Here's a question for Tom. Yeah. It's Alex. What's up, Alex?
Have music involved, There'd be a musical theme for it.
Hello?
Yes.
You have to...
Welcome to Shell Game with my sack. No, okay, let's stop talking. Oh, okay, sorry. We're talking about my
we're still
scrotum right now. Okay.
Back still?
Yes, so well, on to more important things.
Yes, on to more important things. Tom, I know you were on tour recently.
Yes, I was, yeah.
And I was actually at one of your gigs in...
Oh, which show?
In Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton. Hammertown.
The Hammer.
Yeah, Hammertown. I love the Hammertown. There's actually a clip from that show up.
Yes, I saw the clip.
Yeah.
I noticed the clip. It was recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually referred to this line by one of your deputies.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's calling from
Robin,
Toronto.
the deputy.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Toronto.
Oh, okay. Good. Nice.
But I was at the show, and my question is,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed abundance of girls on stage, and I'm about to go on tour myself, not extravagant as that, but in kind of like an indie rock sense. And I wanted to know if you had any advice on how to handle or, control these groupies, females, people like that.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with the fact, do you have a tear on your penis?
Do I have a tear?
Yeah, like the last caller.
Not yet, no.
Okay. Maybe halfway through the tour, maybe.
Yeah.
I wish you luck, though. You'll be able to handle it. I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's like my penis is too big call.
Yeah.
It's like there's no question there.
I certainly didn't really have the problem that this guy was suggesting here. It was a dry tour.
I see. I'm just okay. I'm just using my imagination. Phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. That's Tom Green. TomGreen.com. Check it out. Become a deputy. We'll be right back. And here we go with more Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191. Speaking of Swedish, here is Sweden.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy from Sweden.
Remember him?
Is he actually in Sweden? I can't really remember.
You'd been in Sweden and he got kicked out or something, right?
Swedish. Yes? Swedish guy? Swedish guy.
No.
He probably thinks we're talking about the other Swedish guy.
It's a chick, so she's having problems.
Oh, wait, it's a different one then.
Oh, okay. A different. Hello?
It says called last night.
Who are we on?
What's your name?
This is Simonka.
Simoka?
Simonka. I am from Gothenburg.
Where are you calling from?
Well, I live in Los Angeles now. I've been living here for 10 years.
Aha.
And I want to give an announcement to everybody.
Wow, my gosh. I can hardly wait.
Okay, drum roll, please.
Tom, first of all, I love your comedy.
Oh, well, thank you.
However, it's right? Is that what you were saying? Always something horrible is coming out next.
But?
It's like when my daughter goes, no offense, but, and I knew something horrible is coming next.
Yeah.
No. I say when I go online and meet guys online, I want to know why everybody has to have that book. My homeboy.
I don't know that book.
Okay, it's a very...
The rules. It's like a men are from Mars, women are from Venus kind of thing?
It was a non-question.
Oh, is that person promoting a book?
Something like that.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know what that was. Anderson, what was that?
I don't know, but I don't like her.
All right, fair enough. Let's keep moving.
But she is Swedish, so she might be
Darn
hard.
Swedes.
All right, Connor, what's happening?
Swedes are weird. Swedes are weird.
Hey, real quick, I want to tell Tom that
Weirdos.
my favorite bit that Tom ever did on his TV show is when he was standing out in front of the adult bookstore, and he's going up to all the guys and saying, well, what do you got there in your bag there, sir? What do you got? And they got very upset.
Wow, did I actually do that?
No, but you should have. That would have been great. Can you imagine, like around Christmas holidays?
I think I'll go do that tonight. I got my camera. I got my camera with me. I'll go do it tonight on the way home. Put it up on the web. Yeah, cool.
And
thanks.
I'll show you right where to go. Connor, what's happening?
I only know the gay ones.
Hi.
Hey, buddy, what's happened there?
Nothing. I just want to know because my dad when I was 2, my mom and dad got divorced because my dad cheated on my mom. And I just want to know if what he does will affect my relationships with people in the future.
Connor, I've got a bunch of questions for you. How old are you?
I'm 11.
Not super happy with you listening to this show at 11. Does your mom know you listen to this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is she okay with that?
Yeah.
How do you know that your parents broke up because your dad cheated? How did that come to be knowledge for you?
Because I talked to my mom, and I have talked to the situation together.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a stepdad?
No.
Do you have other male role models in your life?
My grandpa was one of them, but he died recently. And
oh, boy.
My mom has a boyfriend.
Oh, do you like him?
Yes, he's very nice.
How long has he been around?
He's my best friend.
Who's your best friend?
His son.
His son's your best friend. All right. Were you guys best friends before the mom and dad got together?
No.
Okay. Connor, the fact that your parents broke up doesn't have to mean anything in terms of your relationships. It certainly doesn't mean you have to cheat. Okay? It can affect your ability to feel comfortable and safe and tolerate intimacy. It can be scary for you to be vulnerable because you become fearful that somebody's going to leave, things are going to blow up, things are going to end up bad by being vulnerable and being sort of really, truly involved in a relationship. If you have trouble staying in a relationship, you could always get therapy for that. It's easily treatable. Or just kind of listen to yourself and don't sabotage things and be in relationships even though it's scary. Okay? And stay committed to things. Find good relationships and stay committed to them. You're going to be fine.
Is he going to school?
You in school now? What, you 6th grader?
I'm 6th grade.
Okay, everything
What
going
time do
okay
you
with you?
have to wake up for school?
I just got a comment on the fact that when I was 11 years old, I was, probably concerned with maybe Lego or something like that.
G.I. Joe.
And he's having a fairly serious and intellectual conversation here with you. I mean, smart kid, right?
He's smart and he's aware. I worry that mom's sort of dumping a little too much on him, so you kind of don't forget to be a kid, okay, buddy?
Yeah. Why cheating? I didn't know anything about cheating when I was 11 years old.
Right, and just focus on going out and skateboarding and playing basketball and stuff, and just be a kid. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. All right.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Take care now.
Thank you.
All right.
Doesn't he have to be up for school in like 5 hours?
I think that was a Swedish guy.
Andy.
Doing an impression of an 11-year-old. That guy was probably 40. Swedish.
Did you say Andy?
I said Andy.
Hey, Dr. Drew. Hey,
What's happening, buddy?
Hey, Andy. How are you?
Hey, Tom. I'm one of your deputies.
Okay.
Dr. Drew, I've been watching you since you were on MTV.
Cool.
My question is about shaving of the genital area.
All right.
And I wanted to know, is it more sanitary to do that? And the other is...
It's quite an en vogue, I hear.
You hear?
Well, I mean, it just seems like, that's what everyone's talking about in the cafes and such.
Right.
Shaving their groins.
I mean, is it more
shaving the hair off their groins?
As Joel McHale said when he came on here, they're all going to fantastic pubes.
Yeah, I've noticed though in pornography, not when I've walked past a television set that may have been playing some, it seems that it's pretty well all shaven these days.
Well, I mean, I don't.
When did you happen to?
Well, I
catch a glimpse of said porn?
There was like I walked past a television screen a few weeks ago, and there was some porno playing on it.
Just at a storefront, a Sears, or what?
I can't remember where it was, to be honest.
But you definitely saw the groomed.
I sort of glanced over, and it seemed like it was, and I think maybe that's caught on as a little bit of a fad, has it?
Yeah. Andy thinks so. No, I don't think there's any special added health benefits to this. In fact, there's
not really. You'd think there would be, though.
You would think there.
Remember in the 70s, everyone got like crabs or whatever it was?
Crabs are still around.
Are they really?
Oh, of course.
Can you get crabs, though, if you shave all because what do the crabs hold on to? Don't they have little claws? They hang onto the hair or whatever?
There's always a little hair down there. And,
yes.
And you can get, if you're shaving every day.
Yeah, then no crabs.
But you can get folliculitis from shaving every day and all kinds of... Go try shaving.
Folliculitis?
Yes.
What's that?
It's where the ingrown hairs and stuff. It's good time.
What do you rather have, ingrown hair or crabs all over your genitals? I'll take the ingrown hair.
I'm not talking
you ever
about
met a crab? You ever seen one of those crabs?
You know what? I wouldn't admit it on the radio if I had.
They're indestructible.
Yeah. Are they really?
Oh, yeah.
When you stomp on them or something?
You can stomp on them. You drop ammonia on them. They just...
Really?
They look like those... What's that game that they used to march back and forth and come down closer?
Oh, yeah. Galaga. Or Space Invaders.
Or Space Invaders.
Yeah.
What's that, Andy?
Wait, crabs are like Space Invaders?
Wait a minute. They just keep coming no matter what.
I've never heard this before.
Andy, what's up?
Crabs are like Space Invaders.
That
makes me want to shave 10 times more. That there's aliens in my crotch.
Well, that's where I was going with it.
A robotic sort of...
I mean, I'm not talking about shaving it bald like a porn star or anything, or like making immaculate designs or anything. I mean,
a trim, like a trim.
Trim it, with like
clippers.
a beard, right?
Yeah. What about that?
Well,
mine are personally dreaded.
With my girlfriend, it's like 20-year-old hair there, and like I don't really know how to approach that situation without, I'm afraid that it's gonna like ruin the whole relationship over.
This is about his.
He wants his girlfriend to groom. What if he sort of made a game out of it and was doing it with her or for her? Or,
I just like it's. I don't.
Maybe while she's sleeping, you can just kind of. Maybe while she's asleep, you could just kind of whip out shave it off like a frat boy stunt, and then she might get used to it.
I mean, and
like a practical joke. You'd write it up as a practical joke.
I mean,
he wakes up in the morning with shaving cream all over the place.
Hey, Tom.
I shaved you.
Have you ever trimmed your area, Tom?
What's that?
Have you
Oh,
ever
yeah,
trimmed
sure. Yeah,
your-
of course, yeah. Yeah, I now know that I didn't have to. Because the
crabs
apparently doesn't make a down.
Yeah,
a
so
darn
were you
bit of
worried about the
difference.
crabs?
Oh yeah, I'm a trimmer. I'll trim it. I'm proud to say that. Yeah, I think you can hold your head up hold your head up high these days.
You're not a shaver, you're a trimmer.
Yeah, well, I actually kind of have various phases that I go through. I'll try a little of this, a little of that. Just kind of like change it up a little
Do
bit.
these phases have names?
Well, no, I mean, like I do it on my face too. Actually,
Really?
like I'll have a goatee for a while, then I'll go a little hair.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I have sort of like a hair rotation sort of system going on in all parts of my body.
All parts, so
Yeah.
it rotated around.
Yeah.
I see. So with this hair on the face,
Yeah.
you remove hair elsewhere.
Yeah, none on the back when it's on the face. when
Nice. The back,
Yeah, yeah.
lovely. Bill.
The ankles.
Hey, Bill, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hairy ankles. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering. I got a 7-year-old son that likes running off with women's underwear.
What do you mean running off?
Songs. He just takes them and takes them into his bedroom. He stole 2 pair from Sears.
Uh-oh. Has he been evaluated yet? Has anybody seen him? I mean, professionals?
No. I try to talk to him, and he says he's never been sexually abused or anything from daycare or anything. It's just got his mother and me just kind of pegged out on it. We don't know what to
Just the
think.
fact that he's stealing and he's secreting and the behavior's sort of bizarre, I would have somebody take a look at him. Just have a therapist see him as professional,
Okay.
just to see if there's something going on. There's something going on. The question is what, and can we figure it out?
So
Is it time to-
that's weird then. I still do that.
You steal women's underwear from Sears?
From Sears, yeah.
Yeah. Only Sears, all right.
Yeah, I do that occasionally.
Well,
Bi-weekly.
You know, it just
is that
kind of
what you
makes
call
me
your
think of-
experience?
Yeah, yeah. It's
This
sort of a.
This is my bye week.
I do it when it's convenient.
I see. What's that, Bill?
I said that just
Shoplift
kinda
panties.
makes me think of, college days when you do panty raids or
Yeah.
something.
This is a 7-year-old, Bill. Do not think that in
Yeah,
any
I
way
know.
is equated with what the college-age kids should be doing. The 7-year-old who's stealing, I don't care what he's stealing, is something that needs to be sort of looked into. In fact, he's stealing women's underwear at 7.
Well, I mean, how
It's
regular?
7,
Has this
not-
happened once, or has it happened every day?
It's only
Bi-weekly.
happened once.
Once.
I've
Oh,
kept
only
him
once.
Doing that.
So you've only
What?
found one pair of underwear.
They said
Yeah,
he
and then
likes
he-
to...
He takes off with his mom's thongs.
All right. Well, what can I say? I don't know what's causing this case. It's not exactly what you call a good sign.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Hello.
It's the third Jessica we've had tonight. What's happening?
My boyfriend keeps me captive and stuff,
Nice.
and he doesn't let me talk to my friends or family.
Mm.
Hello.
Yeah, and you're with him. Why?
Oh, he got stale, and I just don't
You
know
got
how to
scared.
start a relationship.
We got frightened. You frightened us.
Well,
You
got
actually
stale. I was like,
actually managed to
hello?
frighten us. We were sitting here having a nice time, and then all of a sudden we thought we were talking to someone calling from a box under a bed somewhere.
What? You guys were so quiet. I was like, okay.
No, I mean, captive. What do you mean captive?
Yeah, we're a little
Well,
Are you in a
I just
closet
like,
right now?
No,
No?
he just doesn't
Like
let me talk
Saw?
to my friends or
Yeah.
family.
What's that?
He doesn't let me talk to my friends or family, and when I do,
What does that mean? You can't talk to them?
well, he'll take the phone away and he'll just what the hell are you doing? And I'm like,
Well, let me reiterate the question I asked that led to the silence. You're with him. Why?
Oh, because I love him and.
Oh, well,
respect
that's
this
an
guy.
unacceptable answer on Loveline. So
Well,
come up with something better than that.
and then plus I have I was molested when I was a child, and so I have
There
a
we
lot
go.
of emotional issues.
There we go. So you're expecting abuse.
God, you can almost get out of anything with that excuse, can't you?
Well, it's not getting out of it. It's what compels her to stay in an abusive relationship. She has to have chaos. She has to have a guy who treats her like
But
hell.
getting molested as a child gets you out of a lot of stuff, though, doesn't it?
No, but
Gets you
seriously,
into a lot of
my,
stuff.
Oh,
I was
it does,
molested by
really?
family members, and I guess I don't talk to my family anymore, or I'm barely into my friends because he gets all drama queen, and he's just he starts crying everywhere, and he's like, oh, my lifestyle, and why are you talking to your friends and family? And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Sounds like
Why
your
me?
boyfriend is insecure, and he's worried that if you have a strong relationship with other people, that means that you will have a weaker relationship with him, and that the more you talk to your parents and your other friends, the less you're going to want to spend time with him. And so he feels that you're slipping away. I'm just making
I'm
this
going to
up.
translate that. He's an idiot, Jessica,
Well,
and you have
then
no...
it's- I'm not saying- I have to
Why?
get drunk to have sex with him because, like, I tell him no, and then, like...
Jessica, look.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
This is a
Well, I have
mess.
to get drunk to, like, feel numb enough to have sex with him.
Oh, my
'Cause, like, I
gosh.
tell him no, and I'm like, I've been molested, so can you get the point? And then he's like, okay. And then, like, 2 seconds later, he's like, so let's have the sex.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, why?
Well,
How old are you again?
20.
Yeah.
He's not asking for anything abnormal. You're shut down. Did you have a period in your life when you were hypersexual?
Well, I have sex with, like, a bunch of, like, different people a lot. Well, before I met him.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. So
Just random folks?
And
Or?
so that's sort of typical. Remember we talked to the prostitutes last night.
Yeah.
They would have similar stories. Like,
Yeah.
What's that, Jessica?
You guys are talking about prostitution. I was like, what's really going on?
Well, we had a girl last night. It was a couple of prostitutes last night, and you find sexual abuse histories commonly in those women. And the fact is, again, the things that are terrorizing in childhood become sources of attraction, young adulthood, and adolescence. And so you were sexually abused, so you started acting out with multiple guys until you actually get in a close relationship, and then you sort of wall off from that sexual part of yourself because that feels bad, and unable to sort of expose that to a good person or somebody you have strong feelings about, and suddenly your sexuality shuts down.
But that's also, I would think that's acceptable, right, for a 20-year-old, which is reasonably young, to decide maybe not to want to have sex every second of the day, right? Is that right or no?
That is right, but that's not what's happening here. She's shut down. She's gone. Just has no sexual desire.
Yeah,
doesn't
like,
want
emotionally, I'm just, like,
gone.
not there. I'm just...
Can't do it. And that's part of this.
Well, maybe could it not just be got something to do with the fact that you're annoyed with the boyfriend because he's not letting you talk to anybody? It's not the most romantic sort. It's not the best way to kind of, I would say, titillate your partner by not letting them speak to anyone.
Pretty much every sexual abuse survivor goes through this, which is they have a split internally between a good self and a bad self, and the bad self is the sexual self can be with bad people.
So it's definitely about the abuse. It's not just that the boyfriend's a jerk.
When they get in with a good guy in a good relationship and they feel vulnerable and close, the sexuality is gone. They can't. They split off from that bad part of themselves. Jessica, will you please get some treatment for God's sakes?
Well, I don't know
this
where
is
to
ridiculous.
go.
I mean, shouldn't she break up with the guy though?
Well, she will when she gets treatment.
Can't we just tell her to break up with him now?
Well, she may be able to set some limits with this guy.
Could we just call him right now and dump him on the phone right here? Can we connect him in and just dump him right now on the phone?
You just act fake, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, and just, like, you know...
Can I dump him? Can we connect him in?
Tom wants to break up with him.
Can we connect him in and I'll dump him? Is that possible, technically?
Well, and then I also have another question for Tom, too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, what's Drew Barrymore like in real life?
My God, I almost wrecked the microphone.
What?
My God, how much are these microphones? I think I just spat coffee all over it. My
Not near
God.
as much as this book.
Like
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. How much is this microphone worth? I just spat coffee all over the microphone. Next caller.
This is a lady.
Oh, did I just hang up on that last caller?
Yeah, you
by
did.
mistake? Oh,
You know,
geez.
yeah.
Is that what that button does?
Yes.
Okay.
Lady.
Hi, it's Lainey.
What's up?
My question is, I have a stepmother, and she lives, she lives here and a few miles over, and I have a nephew. Should I name him or no?
Yeah, I did.
A nephew.
I'm still
Well, of course,
reeling.
we know him. We know the nephew, so we don't want him to be named.
Oh.
Lady, just tell
Okay.
the story.
Oh, okay. So I guess, yeah.
Okay, well, she was giving him adult extra strength nighttime pain reliever because they didn't have his Ritalin. And my question is why would she even do that? What was I supposed to do? And you know, I didn't know what to do. So I avoided her for about a month and a half, almost 2 months.
Hold on. Stop.
Wait, who gave who
I
what?
don't know. How old is the nephew?
He's 11.
And he's supposed to be on. Hang on. He's supposed to be on Ritalin, right?
Correct.
And you can't get the prescription. Why?
I don't know why. They said that they couldn't afford it.
All right.
You actually just reminded me. I forgot to take my Ritalin today.
Oh, I could tell.
Yeah.
And she's giving him extra strength Tylenol?
She's giving him extra strength adult.
Tylenol?
Well, they do look similar.
Nighttime.
The caplets
Knock you
themselves.
out. The
I believe they have the red and
What medicine?
Maybe it's just an honest mistake. Maybe she
like Tylenol PM adult.
Okay, Tylenol PM is Benadryl, and a single pill of that isn't going to hurt anything. Isn't going to do anything.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
But
She's
so it's
why
okay
she's doing that?
On the
That's not
bottle,
what's
in capital letters, it said, "Do not give to children under
Right.
12 years," and it said it will cause serious problems, medical problems.
Yes, if you give full dose, yes. If you give one pill, it would probably not. But the
But
problem with the
she was giving
acetaminophen,
him-
The problem with the acetaminophen in the pill is that it can overwhelm your liver and lead to a toxic metabolite that can be very damaging to the liver. The Benadryl that's in there, she could just give him the Benadryl straight away, which is also an over-the-counter medicine that makes people sleepy. But that will do nothing for his ADD and might help with sleeping. But this whole thing is a mess, and Lainey is certainly not the one that should be intervening. She wants to know what she could do. If you really want to do something, call Child Protective Services and make sure the proper medicines are prescribed. Justin, what's happening?
How's it going? Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever thought about making like a video game or anything, or a cartoon?
I have thought about it. Yeah.
Thought about it?
I thought it would be a fun thing to do, but then I didn't know how to do it, so I decided not to.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever?
Why? Are you a gamer? You like video games?
Yeah, I like video games.
Yeah.
You ever played any Dragon Ball Z games, anything like that?
What's that? We were talking about Space Invaders earlier. I have Pac-Man at my house. Miss Pac-Man, actually.
Nice.
That's a big one.
He likes the Dragon Ball Z games. Jimmy.
Actually, one of my favorite games is Medal of Honor. It's like a World War II game on PlayStation.
It's great.
And you're like sneaking into like bunkers and stuff.
That's crazy.
I love that. You can get addicted to that game.
Yes, easily.
I got that game. I started playing Medal of Honor, and I didn't leave my house for a month. And then when I did leave, I was wearing a helmet and jack boots. So that'll tell you something.
A Russian rifle.
Yeah. It was a mess.
Jimmy, what's happening?
Oh, yeah, I have a question for Tom Green.
Here he is.
Hello there. Hi.
Oh, hey, dude, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you? How are you doing?
Good. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Sound like a nice young fella.
Oh, yeah.
Chipper young fella.
Yeah, chipper.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big of your fan. I've seen a lot of your movies.
Oh, well, great. Nice to talk to you. Where are you calling from?
Madera Ranchos.
Oh, okay.
In California.
Where's that? California? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering, what was your favorite part in making Road Trip?
Well, that was a fun one to make. It was, there was the moment when I stuck the mouse in my mouth, which was fun because it was kind of a little bit of a spontaneous thing that happened on the set.
Oh, really? That wasn't.
Well, the mouse kind of made that decision, really. I mean, it was supposed to be just a dangle above the mouth kind of thing, and then it grabbed my lower lip and sort of wanted to get inside, and so it was allowed in.
Nice.
And then I only had to do it about 30 or 40 more times.
Because they liked it so much, huh?
Yeah, and each time.
So we had to have a 2-shot, a 3-shot, the mouth shot, the mouth shot.
Absolutely. Every single time, the mouse urinated in my mouth. Every single time. A salty stream of delicious mouse urine.
Are you asking
No,
me?
not every time, but it happened a couple of times.
Did you barf?
This is actually, I probably should be calling into the show, actually, about this, to be honest with you.
The golden shower from the
Dr.
mouse?
Drew, I had a golden shower from a rodent in my mouth.
Is that a problem?
And I liked it.
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
If you started with, is that a problem? I go, it's bogus.
Yeah.
Totally bogus. How dare you? Is that a problem?
Yeah. But,
should I confront the mouse?
Yeah.
All right, the phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. He's Tom Green. He has launched a network at tomgreen.com.
Swedish.
Yeah. It's a Swedish network.
It is available in Sweden. It's a channel. It's on the front page of the site. The cool thing about it is it's kind of new for the internet. You go to the tomgreen.com. You just sit there. You don't do anything. You just go there, and it'll start to play like a television set, just like a television set. And you can actually push a little button on the screen, and it'll, if you click on the screen, you can make it full screen like a television, just like a television.
Shocking.
Yeah,
and
moving
see,
pictures, sound.
Reconstructive and plastic surgery of the external genitalia.
I took some video of Dr. Drew's book tonight, and there's going to be all sorts of horrific images on the site later on.
I may want to review that little footage before you. I just want to see what you got there.
It's pretty shocking.
You can see him on the Tonight Show Thursday night, where he'll be regaling us with stories about his near-death experience shore fishing.
Yes.
Very dangerous activity. Very dangerous.
It really is.
Millions of people lost every year to shore fishing.
Oh, really? That many?
Shore fishing.
Well, I can believe it. I did not know. It was that dangerous.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back. Tom Green with us here tonight on the Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191. He wants your calls, and he wants to deputize you.
Oh, yeah. Deputy program, see. It's a program that I've started for people, like-minded people out there who like making videos, basically, with their computers.
Yeah.
Really is where it starts.
And you get a badge, yes?
You get a badge. You get if you go to tomgreen.com, you can be a part of the deputy program, but you have to pitch yourself. You can send me an email there.
Oh, not everyone can be a deputy.
No, it's not that easy to become a deputy. You have to basically write me a letter at my website explaining what it is that you like about making videos, what kind of contributions you can make videographically, I guess, to my site.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for people to show me a little, show me around their part of the world. If you go in there, you can see, basically what you get is if you become a deputy, you get your own deputy blog. You basically have achieved deputy status. So every time you post on my site from then on, you get your own sheriff's badge. You can write whatever you want. You get a little piece of real estate on the TomGreen.com channel where you can write and upload and link videos of your own.
I think how valuable that real estate might become. It's sort of like homesteading in
it's fun.
St. Louis or
it's a fun
Missouri.
thing. It's a fun thing, because there's so many people out there doing video now and having nowhere to really upload it to, and I'm trying to create sort of a little community with sort of a rhyme and reason to it. So check it out. It's fun. And the cool thing is it's a global community. You can see people, deputies from around the world, from Austria, Sweden.
And pretty soon you'll have deputy cruises and deputies, mixers and things. Yeah,
amazing.
No doubt. Sarah, what's up? You're on with Tom Green.
I'd love to go on a deputy cruise someday.
Hello.
Sarah?
I would love to.
You've got to organize that.
Yeah.
What's up, Sarah?
My boyfriend sometimes when he comes, like it doesn't, when it comes out it's not chunky, but
wait. What?
when it gets like on my tummy or something and I wipe it off, it looks like little tiny clear
my gosh.
balls.
A microscope beside the bed? What the, What?
No.
You have a magnifying glass on the...
I just thought Tom Green's head was going to spin right off his head.
Yeah, because it was just a dramatic. When we went from the deputy program to come on the tummy, it just is an interesting segue. First of all, I just am giddy with the knowledge that you can say "come on the tummy." Can you say that?
No.
Oh yeah.
No. Well, yeah, I guess you could because somebody just said it.
But she said it though.
Yeah, she said it. Well, it's a normal thing, Sarah. It's
Oh, you shouldn't say that on the show.
It's fine.
Oh, you can't say that on the show. It's a medical show, right?
Tapioca pudding syndrome. And what are you going to do?
No, she has a real question.
No, and those things, those little...
what is the question, though?
She wants to know if that's normal. It's not a sign of an STD. It is normal. And,
what is it that's happening?
Guys can have little...
It's beating up, is it?
They can have little chunks in there.
Chunky?
Yeah.
It's
like tapioca pudding,
like a chunky soup. Like a fork or spoon type debate going on.
Think tapioca pudding.
Tapioca. Okay. So there's like rice.
That's what I'm talking about.
So there's chunks of rice inside of his semen.
His chi.
Yeah,
it's rice chi.
Yeah. Like a tapioca pudding.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of nice, actually.
Chi rice, I guess it would be.
If I were, a young lady, I probably would like the tapioca pudding type.
She didn't think much of it. She's gone.
Yeah,
I know. Julie, what's happening? Julie?
6. That's why I said that, Drew.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Julie, what's happening now?
Tapioca pudding.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Okay. Chi rice.
Hello?
I'm thinking about the last call still.
Mm-hmm. What's up there, Julie?
Confused.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, guys. Okay, I have a question. I've been with my boyfriend for about almost 2 years now, and about probably I'd say like 6 months ago, when we have sex, I imagine him with somebody else, and that's what really gets me off. I just want to know if that's normal or if it's something I should try to get help about.
It's not normal. It doesn't necessarily mean abnormal, but consistent with how I know people work, which is that if something was unpleasant when you're a kid, it's at least what you're attracted to as an adult. Did you ever walk in on your parents or see pornography when you're growing up, anything like that?
Gosh.
So you were picturing him with someone else.
Right.
Yeah, somebody else. Well, like.
And where were you? Like doing laundry or something?
No, I just kind of
in the dream.
I just kind of go off into my own thing and like close my eyes and think about it, and then it helps.
Did you have to? You never had to. As a child, that you were never exposed to imagery like that you didn't like, didn't want to see, but sort of were exposed.
Me and like my friends when we were really young, like we had HBO, and sometimes we would like watch.
Okay.
Their, like softcore stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little rough for kids to see.
You're
that
lucky.
kind of
You were
thing.
the lucky ones that had HBO. Man, I would have loved having HBO growing up. Getting softcore when I was growing up, I was already having a hard time in school just with the Sears catalog being delivered every week.
I mean, if there would have been Badge of Honor and HBO,
yeah. Oh my God.
you'd be a mole.
Oh my God.
You lost your eyes.
Oh my God. I would have probably somehow, I probably would have worn myself out entirely. As a 14-year-old. It probably would have worn it right off. Just shaved it right off of my body.
Whittled it off.
Whittled it off. Yeah.
Bobby, what's happening?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. I just had a couple questions for Tom.
There we go.
Do you still talk to Glenn Humplick?
I do. Yes, I do occasionally talk to him, yeah.
Nice.
He lives in Ottawa, Canada now. But,
and this one's kind of sound kind of stupid, but I was wondering if you could have any kind of car, what would it be?
Boy, I'd say probably a Ferrari.
Ferrari?
Yeah. I mean, remember that question people always asked when they were when you were a kid. You'd say like, if you had $1 million, if you had a Ferrari, would you keep it or would you sell it?
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know any car. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really big on cars, really.
Oh, is that right?
Not too much. I just kind of have one car and that's fine.
This is Megan. Megan, what's up? You're on with Tom Green.
Hi. I've been with my boyfriend for about 5 months now, and I
break up with him.
No,
I'd break up with him.
I can't stay wet during sex. Like I can't get it at all.
Are you attracted to him?
Yeah, I'm very attracted to him, and it's not so much necessarily like I'll be totally turned on and I'll think that I really want to have sex, and then we'll start kind of going around, and then and he's almost just like, are you sure you even really want to have sex? And it's like I feel like I don't know.
Are you on like a low dose pill or a depot shot?
Yeah, I'm on the orthotricycline.
Boring.
No, orthotricycline shouldn't do that, but I guess it can sometimes. You need to talk to your gynecologist, whoever's prescribing the pill. Sometimes an estrogen...
Boring. Well, who just said boring? We're talking about orthotricycline. She's got a dry genital area during sex. How can that be boring?
I know, what's not exciting about that?
We're talking about dryness in the genitals.
Have you always been this way, Megan?
Yeah. And it's
There's some sort of cream she can pour on herself or something, like a liquid?
Yeah, I mean, using lubricants are fine, but...
Maybe just pour some of that on you
One
and
of
just
the
get over
most
it.
common reason a young woman would have difficulty lubricating is birth control pills. And sometimes an estrogen cream or an estrogen suppository will really help out with that, okay?
Put some cream on it.
All right. What's that, Megan?
Weird. Like, I could just be born like this? Like...
Yeah, there could be that thing, and you may have some sort of deficiency in lubrication, and again, you have to use lubricants if that's the case, but pretty uncommon. What's up, Chad? Is that right, Chad?
Yeah,
Chad.
Yeah, I've been with my girlfriend for about, 2 years almost, and every time, we try to get to the point and stuff, we never can.
Break up with her. Break up with her.
No.
It's too long. You can't wait another year like that. Come on. How many years on the planet do you have? A limited amount.
But it's like...
a finite number. Gonna sit around another year? Dreaming about it? Move on.
Hey, Tom Green.
I don't know. That's probably bad advice.
I have a question for Tom Green.
Okay, cool.
Do you remember when you went on the bootleg, Birdhouse Hooters Lexus tour?
Oh, yeah, the Birdhouse tour, yeah.
I talked to you for like half an hour almost.
Oh, boy, really? Where was that?
It was in, it was by the coast.
Yeah, I remember you, yeah. The guy by the coast that I talked to, yeah. There was water there, right?
God, somebody hold the phones! I can't believe that!
Well, I recognize your voice. Nice to see to hear from you again.
Whoop, you're done.
Nice guy.
David, what's up?
Good old guy.
I
missed him.
That was the insane clown posse.
Wait, what happened? Did his girlfriend have a dry vagina as well? He had a dry vagina.
Yeah.
He had a dry vagina.
Yeah.
Have you ever, you get that sometimes?
Dry vagina?
Guys calling with dry vaginas?
Well, I didn't want to talk about it, but I have that problem occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
David.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Here you go.
Awesome.
Well, I have a problem with my ex-girlfriend. I've been living with her. I just got released from St. Joseph's Hospital in Burbank for stress. I work from home. I run a software consulting company.
That can be stressful, I'm sure.
I care for her a lot, but she just hangs out with this guy that I really don't like. Her family doesn't care for him. She's told me stories about him and all these bad things that he used to do to her. But, I know the best move that I can make is to move out, but she's so emotionally dependent.
Wait, you're living with your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, for about a year now.
Why is that? Why would you do that?
Just emotional attachment. I'm really close to her family. They like me a lot.
I don't even understand how that could possibly work.
It doesn't. Get out of there. That's why you're ending up in the psychiatric ward.
My God. How can you run a software company when you're living with your ex-girlfriend? You'd be going nuts.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going nuts.
Well, get out of there. That's ridiculous. And this business about convincing yourself that she should be with you because you're the nice guy, that doesn't fly.
You're going nuts right now, right?
She likes bad guys. She was abused by her dad or something. She likes bad guys. Anybody like you, if she even tries to have a relationship with, she'll sabotage it. Stop it. Get out of there. No, it's not. Are you kidding me? She's not emotionally attached. Come on. Get out of there. Are you kidding?
All right.
How are you going to run your software company with all this going on? Huh?
Well,
think about the software company for a second. Think about the software company.
See,
how are you going to run that with all this going through your brain? Do you care about the software company?
Of course, but, actually I care about her more. That's the problem. I need to find a balance.
No. David.
It's all about the software company.
You make your own choice. You're going to do as you please, but this is not a relationship that's going to work, right?
Do it for the software company.
You know the relationship is not going to work, correct?
What kind of software?
Yeah, I know that.
What type of software?
Web applications for...
Oh, that makes it so much worse, too.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be interesting if the type of software affected his, this situation.
The relationship.
Yeah, well, it just
web
seemed like
applications.
it seemed like an absurd thought that the fact that his ex-girlfriend was living with him was actually worse because he was developing a certain type of software.
Here's what he's doing. He's developing porn.
Like web application software.
You're not working on...
The worst type of software to be developing when in one of these emotional situations.
You're not working on porn sites or anything, are you, David?
No.
Okay. All right, good. All right, let's take a break.
I don't know how you could ever live with your ex-girlfriend. Or
that's just a very dysfunctional
isn't the whole
situation.
point of it being an ex because you don't want to hang out with them anymore?
Yeah, but why they stay in this sort of enmeshed relationship where she allows that and yet she mistreats him. He takes the mistreatment and won't leave and won't accept the reality of what's going on and pines after this woman
he's got
who's
his
abusive.
and he's got a software company going on.
Think of that software company because God knows he's destined to be very successful.
What are all the people out there who want software supposed to do if the guys running the software companies are sitting around calling you every night, freaking out?
I agree.
What are we going to...
He just got discharged from a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah, I mean, where are we going to get our software if they're all in psychiatric hospitals, all these people, freaking out over their ex-girlfriend? Think about us, the consumer.
Web applications. Anyway, we're going to take some more calls at 1-800-LOVE-191. Tom Green's here. It's TomGreen.com. Thursday night on The Tonight Show, and we will be right back.
That last guy has no idea what to do now, right?
That's right. It's Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Tom Green in with us tonight.
I can't believe there's only 15 minutes left.
Is that crazy?
In the show. I mean, it just whips right by, you know?
Indeed, it whips.
You get one little sort of, crab talk moment, and, and then you talk about a little bit of a...
No prostitutes tonight, though. You seem to have attracted those last night, but tonight, no.
No, I know.
Disappointed?
No, a little bit, yeah. Okay. You could sense that.
Here's
in my
Jake,
voice.
though. This is better. This is Jake.
Hey,
let's make you feel good. Jake, what's happening?
I was on last night. I had a question about comedy and stuff.
Okay. Are you one of the prostitutes?
No.
No, okay. Have you ever prostituted yourself?
Of course not.
No, okay.
I have a
question.
Good job. Good boy.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
I have a question. How did cancer affect your outlook on life?
Well, boy, it's shifting gears a little. Well, it throws you for a bit of a loop, sure. I was pretty young when I got it. I was in my 20s, so, it's a scary situation. I had the similar experience when I got hit by the wave last month. And,
oh, really? Same kind of feeling?
Yeah, really scary because, I got thrown into these rocks and got busted up pretty bad. And
he pulled himself up from the rocks and thought, I've got to create a web-based television channel.
Yeah, I basically did. I pulled out. I lifted myself up off the rocks, and I said, "We've got to get that channel on the air."
I've been talking about it for 40 years.
Got to get the channel on the air. Honestly, it really did happen. I came back with a real renewed sort of focus on that, because I have been trying to get it going, but I haven't left my computer since. So, it actually, the same sort of thing happened with cancer. You can kind of makes you realize a little bit that you're lucky to be having a good time goofing around on Loveline, and have fun with it, So. Yeah, you can almost spin it positively.
Hey, Kim, what's up?
Hi. I have a question about my boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's like my first real boyfriend. I've been dating him for like a week.
Okay. I wouldn't you call him a real boyfriend after a week?
Well, I mean, I've never like really had a boyfriend before. He was like my first kiss and everything like that.
Okay.
When did that happen? Did that happen 8 days ago?
2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago, the first kiss. So you're in like an amazing time of life right now, when you really think about it.
Yeah. Well.
2 Fridays ago, you had your first kiss.
Yeah.
God, I wish that happened to me 2 Fridays ago.
Anything happened to you 2 Fridays ago?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
You sat in front of, you played.
Yeah, just sat in front of my
Medal of
computer.
Honor?
Yeah, played video games. Really? Well, what's going? No, I'm sorry. I'm just excited for this young lady.
What's
here.
your question, Kim?
Okay.
Sucking face out in public like that.
We were going out for a walk around my neighborhood, and I just asked him why he liked me. And
How old is he?
40.
almost 17.
Oh.
All right. And
how old is she?
15.
15. Okay. Nice little couple.
I'm almost 16.
All right. And
getting up there.
So, he said mainly because I'm short, and I was like, okay, well, that's fine. But he said another reason is because you remind me of one of my exes. And he's like, that's kind of a good and a bad thing.
A double-edged sword for sure.
Hmm?
It's a double-edged sword for sure. I hate when that happens.
I think it's generally a good thing, though, because
Yeah.
the guys tend to be kind of...
They have a type.
They have a type. They're interested in a certain kind of person, a certain look, and they can, especially at that age, they get sort of a wheelhouse going.
Yeah.
And that's fine. He's just telling you he really likes you and your type. That's all right.
Yeah.
Molly, what's up there?
Sweet.
Swedish.
Molly?
Yeah.
Sweet-ish.
That call was from Mayberry, I think.
Mayberry?
Molly,
No, this
what's
is
happening, Molly?
Segueing from that to veined dildo, you know.
No,
I had my first kiss last week. I'm so happy. Cut to, you know, I've got a rash on my crotch. You know, it goes from my knee to like halfway up my stomach. You know,
Not sure it's the crotch anymore.
Yeah.
What's up,
Good to
Molly?
know.
Okay, Sarah.
Okay. Real quick, 2 things. First thing, I'm 27 years old, and I recognized the other day that I just felt that it would be best for me to stay single for a bit because recognizing since my first boyfriend when I was 18 years old, down the road, looking back and seeing that they all had a problem with alcohol.
Okay, so you're attracted to alcoholics.
I'm attracted to Irish men for some reason.
Well, that
There you go.
increases the probability of
I'm
alcoholism,
Irish.
I
I'm
guess.
Irish myself.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, well, pardon me. Yeah.
Well, but however, a lot of Irish men are alcoholics, though, I'm finding out.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah.
It's a
And-
common biology in that group.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it really true that like there's so many people that are just abusing alcohol left and right, or am I trying to find someone that is just going to be able to like be on my level, just having dinner, hey, let's have a glass of wine, hey, let's have a beer or two, but people who are taking it overboard and taking just more than 5 or 6 drinks.
Who in your family were alcoholics?
My grandfather
Yeah.
and my uncle.
And what about Dad?
Nope, Dad was never an alcoholic.
So wait, what's the problem then? I don't understand what the problem is. You don't have a boyfriend?
Oh, no, I just broke up with him because I decided that I felt like I needed to work on myself because I was recognizing...
if you want to work on yourself, get some therapy or go to Al-Anon and get a sponsor and work some steps and see if you can change
Whoa.
why you have this codependent stance vis-a-vis fixing alcoholics. But let me just say, whose father was the alcoholic? Your mom or your dad?
My mother's.
And your mom, did she have any history with pills or anything?
No history with drug abuse or, she takes like, sinus medication and, things like that for a headache once in a while, but that's about it.
Well, I don't even think the guy was an alcoholic that you went out with. I just think that you just don't like people that drink.
You think so?
Yeah. I think he was just having a good time. You got to lighten up a little bit. Let the guy have a couple of beers.
I like to drink
Ease
too,
up.
I like
Come
to
on,
drink
have a good
too.
lighten up a little.
Alrighty.
God.
Well,
I'd be drinking too.
is okay, but
You drove him to drink, I think.
there's a certain
All your
point-
questions.
There's a certain point when you look into someone's eyes and they are vacant because they are so freaking drunk.
I think you drove him to drink. I think you made it happen.
I don't
Are they
know.
just drinking buddies for you so you can keep your drinking going yourself?
No, they're not exactly my drinking buddies. No, I definitely wouldn't say. I mean, I don't really get drunk. I just enjoy the way beers or wine taste.
Mm-hmm. You gargle it and then spit it out into a little spittoon,
Oh
maybe.
yeah, a little spittoon, and then add it all together and drink it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Molly's all
I
class.
don't even know what we're talking about
All
anymore.
class.
You know.
But
It's like in Sideways where he takes the thing that you dump the wine into,
Oh,
drinks
yeah.
the whole thing, the big spit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she's referring to.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely.
It's a class act, Molly, class act. I cannot get my head around Molly.
Alcohol, though, is a tough thing.
I treat alcohol.
I mean, I understand
every
it's
day
a
of my
difficult
professional life, and there is definitely a pattern, a syndrome where people become very focused or attracted to alcoholics. And again, consistent with how humans work, if you had an alcoholic parent, you will magically be attracted to alcohol.
Really? Is that really true? Why is that?
Because it's terrorizing to have an alcoholic parent, and things that terrorize in childhood become sources of attraction in adulthood. Things you didn't like in childhood become attractive.
Really?
Yeah.
Like tomatoes, in my case.
Tomatoes.
I hated tomatoes. Now I can't get enough of tomatoes.
The interpersonal experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
More than the vegetative. But,
Really? So, I don't understand why you would be attracted to it, though.
Well, we'll talk about it during the break. So we have taken a little break here.
Okay,
It's Tom Green with us tonight. We're going to take a little break. When we come back,
I need
we'll
a drink, actually.
Wrap up with Tom.
Need some booze.
Be sure to check out that is Tom Green on Tonight Show Thursday night. He'll be telling us about his near-death experience and showing us the reconstructive and plastic surgery of the external genitalia and excerpts from the TomGreen.com.
Yeah, I'm going to show that on the site tonight. When I get home, I'm going to upload video of your genitalia reconstruction book that you have here.
I appreciate that very much. And Tom, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you'll come back soon. It's been a blast.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. It was awesome.
Really good. And I will always think fondly and differently of the word Swedish. And whenever I have to do a venipuncture, veins will have a whole new meaning.
Veins, yes.
Veins, whole new meaning.
Veins.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow night, John from System of a Down. What the hell? What's the matter with me? This is Dr. Drew saying good night and stay well.
I also have another question for Tom, too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, what's Drew Barrymore like in real life?
My God, I almost wrecked a microphone.
What?
My God. How much are these microphones? I think I just spat coffee all over it.